Hello and welcome in. My name is Karen. This is Lost Souls Tarot. Hang on, I'm just going to deal with my fire hazard for a second there. Oh, that's putting a cool reflection on the... What's that? Oh, I think it's reflection off my spectacles. Only place I call them spectacles. Everywhere else I call them glasses, call them spectacles here for some reason. And I meant to clean them and I forgot. So I'm going to have to look through the smudgy lenses. Right. Anyway, I'm sure you're not interested. I hope you're having a Good Friday. Sorry. Hope you're having a lovely Easter Friday and a lovely Easter weekend. I spent most of mine in Edinburgh with my friend. I gave blood earlier, which reminds me I'm not taking my plaster off yet. It was my 54th donation. I hope your weather is nice where you are. We've got a weather warning this weekend. Yellow weather. I think it's a yellow weather warning. I'll be taking Luna out for walks regardless. You can't be a fair weather dog walker when you have a German Shepherd. Right, let's get going then. That's that one. The womb. Okay, so we've got something gestating. Something needs nurturing, growing. I'll read the reading of the card, but that's the... Oh, I threw the book over there. I'll get the book in a second. I'll check the meaning of the card anyway. We've got the Alethea. I think that's in the upright. The book will need to tell me. I can't tell which is the upright and which is the reverse. I think it's in the upright, but it may be in the reverse. Two cards. I think I've had Alethea. Oh, I can't say that one. Alethea. Alethea. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. And then we've got Anima Mundi on its side. Okay. Right. Two cards I've definitely not had before, and I've had before, but I can't remember what it means. So hang on. I'm just gonna I've got nothing to clean my glasses with. Oh, right, let's use the hem in my dress. Let's improvise. There's always something I forget to do. Feel free to fast forward it. I've just cleaned my glasses. There we go. Right. Let's get going. The womb. 46. Oh, yeah. The womb. The nest, the belly, the origin. When light, nourishment, harmony, warmth, love. Everything has an origin story. The womb archetype asks us to contemplate the beginning, beyond the beginning, the mother beyond the mother. In a world that often negates the power and necessity of feminine principles, this card returns us to the warmth, tenderness, and sacred intelligence from which we came. It's a card of receiving, not achieving, of accepting love from the mother of us all. She is a life-giving force that forgives and cherishes even the most wounded and disparate soul. No matter how lost you are, the womb awaits your return to help you heal and grow. This card is a call to keep things simple, to return, to be reborn in the name of love. The womb is everywhere. It is beyond gender, beyond time. We are within it as it is within us. So, yeah, I'm getting a real kind of... It's kind of almost... I was going to say it's kind of like almost like hermiting. It's like... What's the card? It's in one of the decks. Is it the Four of Swords? Where there's a girl curled up in the Lightseers deck. Is it the Lightseers deck it's in? Where she's curled up in like a little cocoon, a little nest. Right, okay. So it sounds to me like someone in the collective, more than likely, needs a little bit of tender loving care, right? This is one of the last cards. Agape? What comes after Agape? Anima Mundi. No. They came out in succession. This deck has been shuffled so many times that the probability of that's pretty low. Right, it is actually on its side. the correct orientation for the card is this way round, apparently. So it's actually on its side, which is usually an indication of going from the reverse to the upright. So in the upright, it's clarity, revelation, disclosure. And then in the reverse, it's distortions, gaslighting, excuses. Okay. Our soul recognizes the truth. When someone speaks it, a cool wave of relief washes over the room, and all the facts and figures in the world fall by the wayside. Okay, so this to me is, there's been some confusion, lack of clarity, some distortions or gaslighting, excuses, Seven of Swords, some Seven of Swords, and you're getting clarity about it. Okay, and Anima Mundi, which was this one, and is not in the upright either. This is also on its side. Well, there you go. So in the upright, tending to the sacred details of life, and in the reverse, overwhelmed by the bigness of existence. I sometimes get overwhelmed by the business of existence, and yeah, or just sometimes, I don't know why London really overwhelms me. Like, there's the sheer scale of it and the amount of people. It's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. This is far more intellectualized than that, but the soul of the world and all that is. Anima Mundi epitomizes the principle of accept all, reject none. Simply put, it is the living soul of the world and all the multifaceted, multidimensional layers bonded together by living cosmic forces. Diversity is celebrated, multiplicity is honoured, and nothing is denied. Nothing is denied embrace. Okay. Okay, so we've got someone here who needs a bit of tender loving care in the womb, and a bit of nurturing and a bit of love. And that nurture and love and that little cocoon, whatever it is you've made for yourself, is allowing you to go from seeing clearly through previous gaslighting or lies or deceit or whatever to clarity. And then this one is becoming less overwhelmed at whatever. It's a really kind of heavy, kind of almost anxious feeling in here. It's like going from being overwhelmed to just understanding life a little bit better. It's quite a top level growth story today. So let's take do you want one from the happy deck? Let's take one from the happy deck. I might take two. There's room for two. Let's see what we've got going on here. Why is it always the same cards that come out? Oh, to be young and feel love's keen sting. Albus Dumbledore. I am a magnet for abundance and positivity. That's the other one. Okay, so we're getting a real positive mindset at the end of this kind of journey. And these two cards going from the reverse to the upright. Okay. And the oh to be young and feel love's keen sting just gives me the impression that you're not a teenager. You're a little bit maturer. Like myself. Okay, this is the Life Happens Oracle deck, so I'm going to take 5 of these. I might do 7 today. Ooh, right, what we've got going on here. We've got humility in the reverse, so that's in the upright. It's kind of very feathery and dove, but it's in the reverse. Oh, sorry, in the reverse. Let's do that again. So we've got a lack of humility, and then we've got a hobby. Somebody maybe mock your hobbies or your hobby. It's your time. Okay, you might be taking your hobby and turning it into like a like your business or I get the feeling that it's maybe going from a side hustle to something else, and someone maybe. Apparently, we're just getting 3 cards today. That's too many. I know I forgot what I was saying, but let's just pull the card. I think I just paused mid-sentence there. And then never completed it. I've got a habit doing that. Vacay, right, so vacay is coming out in the middle of the reading. Vacay, nice sunny beach. Oh, that card has just given me such blissful, peaceful energy. It's lovely. Crisis. What's interesting is the 2 cards on either side of the vacay card have water in them. In this one, sorry, I still can't do the screen. In this one, you've got all these clocks running down a river, floating down the river, almost like time just slipping by. In this one, you've got someone in a boat, and there's hands coming out of the water, and they're in crisis, and there's kind of money falling from the sky as well. It's maybe something that was a side hustle you're maybe trying to make it your main source of income. But there's maybe been a crisis here with money, because there's money falling from the sky in this crisis card. We've got gamble here. So this has maybe been a risk. If this is resonating with you. I've got secrets coming out. That's a big candle. A wee person down here, the teeny tiny. Okay. Let's go with the Broken Mirror Oracle deck. It kind of looks a bit like that. There we go. Right. I've got, no, not these ones. If they want to come out, they'll come back out again. It's not this deck. Hang on. This is What's the Tea Oracle deck. Definitely this deck. Got Wolf in Sheep's Clothing coming out. So someone with a lack of humility was a wolf in sheep's clothing. I get this person maybe mocked your hobby, was quite, oh, we've got cyberbully. You're being bullied online, or there has, that's bad English, or has suffered from it, or they have suffered from it. I think that's meant to say. Eat. Oh, etc. That is the worst English I've ever seen. Seriously. Okay, cyberbully. Okay, so if you were doing something online, or you were maybe with the clock, I'm getting TikTok. I don't know why TikTok, because I've got all these clocks here. TikTok. You're maybe doing something with your hobbies, because you see a lot of these kind of people showing off their artwork and stuff like that. I get the feeling someone was bullying you. This may have been someone you knew who was doing it under a false identity. But they were smiling to your face. Boss Daddy, stable, rich business owner, CEO, big dick energy. I feel this might be the collective, but let me just see. It's definitely your time. Whatever it is with your hobby, if you're turning it into a side hustle, it's your time. I'm going to take both of these ones. So we've got marrying for money and fake accounts, fake social media accounts to spy, and Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Oh, got so the marrying for money's come out on top of the vacay. And this is fake accounts. Is this somebody who was with you for the wrong reasons? And on top of that, and using you for money, they were privately or secretly bullying you from fake accounts for your side hustle. That's some nasty energy. You're all right. You're a boss daddy. You're fine. Or a boss bitch. Boss bitch? Is that the right word? I don't know. That one. Always partying on Campbell. So is this maybe this person? I'm getting somebody who's maybe jealous of your success, and instead of, you know, knuckling down, putting in the effort and working on themselves, they'd rather sabotage you. Yeah, by starting drama. And that's the secret. Which is why we had this Alethea going from the reverse to the upright. So this person, whoever they were gaslighting you. They were smiling to your face and doing stuff behind the scenes. And maybe you never have any proof, but I think your intuition, if you know who this person is, you know who this person is. So this womb card, the first card that came out, this might be you actually nurturing your hobby as well and working on it and growing. And I mean, there are coins falling from the sky here. I mean, to be fair, there's crisis. The card does say crisis, but there is money falling from the sky, which is no bad thing. This person might have properly sabotaged you. If this person was putting nasty comments, etc., on your, if you, for example, say you were advertising on TikTok. I don't know why I'm getting TikTok. This person might have dented your income and caused a crisis, or caused, you know what trolls do. Okay, this is the Dungeons and Dragons tarot deck. Now, the cards don't 100% align with other suits of the decks. I do have my cheat sheet here, but the cards have a slightly different meaning. They're usually similar to tarot, but they've got a slightly different slant on them. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can look at the cards properly. So they won't necessarily 100% align like they normally do, if you're into that sort of thing and understand what all the cards mean. So straight off the bat, this one's the same. The major arcana is the same. It's the suits that are different. I've got the devil, so that's Capricorn energy there. So he's holding a wine glass filled with what looks like wine or blood. Take it as it is. He's pretty austere looking as well. He's on top of this wolf in sheep's clothing with a lack of humility. This person is not a nice person. They could be quite obsessive, possessive, controlling, trying to latch onto you for your money. As much as they're trying to sabotage it, they want to use you for your money as well. Maybe you paid for a vacation, or you funded the majority of a vacation with this person. Tell me about this cyberbully. I'm just going to go. No. Four of Strength. So strength is the same as wands. So Four of Wands is traditionally about stability. This is kind of giving me that. So there's four hands and they're all interlaced, and they're kind of almost forming a strong bond. Getting a sense of partnership from this as well. So you're rock solid, which is not surprising because with Boss Daddy come out here on top of it's your time. Now, this might just be an energy that you're currently coming into, and you're kind of like really stepping into your boss Daddy energy, regardless of your gender. Now this devil's looking at this Four of Strength, and this Four of Strength is like, it's giving me stability, but it's also giving me like really solid partnership. So you might not be doing this in isolation. You might have other people that you're collaboration, that was the word I was looking for. Collaborating with, and this devil is eyeing it like with beady eyes, almost as if this devil energy wants to destabilize this partnership, destabilize your solid ground by bullying you about your hobby, whatever it is. Okay, tell me about Boss Daddy. King of Strength, absolutely. Strength is similar to the King of Wands. There's a tree in here, and you can see its roots beneath the surface. This energy is really kind of. There's a lot of yellow in this card. I can't remember what the yellow chakra is. Is this solar plexus? Oh, I can't remember all the colours. Heart's green, throat's blue. This is purple. Root chakra's red. I can't. Yeah, yellow. Yellow must be solar plexus. Okay. I'm not getting strong Leo energy from this card. Normally the King of Wands would give you strong Leo energy. I'm kind of, if the King of Wands, it feels more like a cross between the King of Swords and the King of Wands. So kind of strong, passionate, fiery action taker, but there's a sword coming out the bottom of this tree, or in the roots digging into the ground, which is giving me that kind of King of Swords energy. So someone who doesn't mince their words, is quite direct, clear, very honest, direct. And this is your energy, because you're sitting in your Boss Daddy energy. So you're the King of Strength, without a doubt. So tell me about marrying for money in this vacay. Six of Charisma. Charisma is similar to Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is traditionally about equal give and take, reciprocity, generosity. This one's quite interesting though. There's a kind of rather robust gentleman. I don't think you can see any of that card. It's really quite dim. Holding a wine glass, and he doesn't look particularly generous. There's a lamp above his head which shows enlightenment. And there's somebody here trying to steal the bread. I'm getting more of a breadcrumb energy here. There's a woman with devil horns as well. I'm getting more of a breadcrumb energy from this card rather than equal give and take and reciprocity. Oh, this person was looking for handouts. They were looking for anything you would give them. Anything you would give them for free vacations. I mean, that's just the one that came out, but yeah. They were looking for any crumbs you would throw their way. And this devil energy is looking down, right down here. He's looking at the back of the King of Strength as well. Page of Charisma. Charisma is similar to Pentacles, so that's like similar to the Page of Pentacles. However, in this one, we've got what looks like a saber-toothed tiger and a young male or female. They've got long hair, holding a sword, and they're about to go through this giant doorway here, and you can see the light shining through. I don't know if you can see the saber-toothed tiger. It's here, and then the page is on this side. So the page is usually quite a young energy. Here I'm getting the energy that they almost look like they're going to go into battle. Like you have no idea what's behind this door, and it's almost like the folly of youth. Almost like there's just energy here, and no matter what's behind this doors, this saber-toothed tiger and this page, they're gonna fight it, whatever it is. Which is interesting because a crisis up here and money. You know, you might not be the one in crisis. Oh, of course. This isn't you in the crisis with the money falling from the sky. This is this person who's been trying to use you for money. Look at the two hands. They're literally reaching up to the sky for the money, trying to grab anything they can get. This person's in financial crisis. And you might not have realised it. They might have had a lot of debt. It's not come out in the cards, but But you've got your saber-tooth tiger, you're fine. Right. Ace of Charisma. Charisma is typically pentacles, so we've got a new beginning here. However, it is giving me a cross between the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, because he's holding like looks like a dwarf, and he's holding like a sword here that is forged, newly forged, like he's presenting it. So we've got a new beginning here. Which may have been a bit of a gamble. Now, to be fair, this gamble could be taken one of two ways. This could be you turning your side hustle into your main source of income, or striving towards that and taking a bit of a gamble. Or this person who's looking for handouts has a gambling problem and they're always partying. I'm getting the feeling that that's more that. I think because we've got Boss Daddy here and Vicky coming out and it's your time, I think you're already solid. I think you're quite risk averse, especially with King of Strength here on top of Boss Daddy. So tell me about this new beginning, this new investment, or new truth and clarity, or truth and clarity about an investment. Well, you might just, well, let's just see. The Lovers, Gemini energy coming out. So we've got Capricorn at one end, got the Devil at one end, and the Lovers at the other. And we had Secret, was that Secret and Drama? Secrets and Drama Starter. Okay. So this is probably somebody, I think I'd already gathered this, but I think this is more than likely somebody you were in a romantic relationship, especially with marrying for money coming out in the middle here. So this person was always kept secrets and was always trying to start drama in your relationship. And they are toxic AF, with the Devil energy at the other end. And you might not have seen this straight away. Got the Eight of Strength, which is equivalent to the Eight of Wands. And then we've got the Star. So the Eight of Wands is traditionally a really high energy card. It can be about communication. In this one, in this particular card, there's three people, and the person in the middle looks like they're about to set forth on an adventure. Almost like they're going to walk away. It's giving more an Eight of Cups energy. And then we've got the Star, which is about walking away. And then we've got the Star, which is Aquarius energy. Okay, so we had the Eight of Strength coming out on top of this Devil energy, which is giving me a kind of walking away from this toxic Devil energy and healing, which is coming out on top of this Four of Strength. So this person cannot, whoever's in this Devil energy, they cannot affect your stability. And I think you're healing faster than this person could harm you. And what's interesting is we've also got the hobby up here. So this hobby is definitely your wish fulfillment. I think you turning this into a main source of income is your dream. And it's your wish fulfillment. Tell me about this fabulous King of Strength. I'm going to take that one. What have we got? Six of Strength. Okay, so it's equivalent to the Six of Wands, which is traditionally about victory. In this one, it looks like they're still fighting the battle, to be fair, or they're just... I don't think they're going to be... They're not yet victorious, but they're about to become victorious. So as long as you stay in your King of Strength energy, in your Boss Daddy energy, and understand that it's your time, you will be victorious, essentially. It's going to be a battle, though. It's not going to be the easiest. Right, we've got the Emperor and the Six of Intelligence, which is equivalent to the Six of Swords. I'm getting a Six of Swords energy card from this, and then I've got the Emperor, which is Aries energy. That's coming out in the middle here. Okay, so this is your energy. You're the Emperor or Empress, take it as it resonates. You might be an Aries. Okay. So you turning this hobby, this side hustle into your main source of income, you'll absolutely be victorious about it. Six of Intelligence, so that's like the Six of Swords. That's usually moving from calmer waters. This person looks more like they're moving from their south node to their north node. They're moving from the shadow realm into the light. I don't know if you can see, there's dark here, and he's like moving forward from here to here. He's coming from the dark into the light. So instead of moving to calmer waters, maybe it's about healing and turning these two cards upright while you're in the womb in your star energy and moving into your north node, which you need to be in your Emperor energy. Okay, tell me about this. Seven of Wisdom, same as the Seven of Cups. I'm getting a carrot and a stick energy from this one. So the guy's kind of standing here. So the Seven of Cups, which is kind of the equivalent card, is usually about illusion, delusion, options, not being able to see what's clearly in the cups. This person, it's almost like there's a kind of pendant thing dangling from the ceiling, and this person is about to grab it. But what you can't see in this card is there's a giant fish behind him that looks like he's about to swallow him whole, which makes it feel like it's a trap. So it's almost like somebody's dangled the illusion, dangled the carrot. This person's got so distracted by it, they haven't seen this huge creature coming up behind them, ready to swallow them whole. So why did that come out? Why have we got dangling carrot here? Did you set a trap for this person? Did they trap themselves, or did they set a trap for you? That's what it feels like. Four of Intelligence, which is equivalent to the Four of Swords. So that's like this womb energy normally. We've got people here, they're sitting being studious, they're sitting reading, they're learning. Okay, I'm actually getting a Four of Intelligence for this one. Why do I get the energy of a collective reading up on this person's behaviour? Reading up on their antics about, you know, how you got all these. Every time I go on Facebook and I'm in the feed and the little TikTok feed comes up, like the amount that's just about spotting people's toxic behaviours, toxic patterns and stuff like that is phenomenal. Clearly it's something I read a lot about, so they give me more. And why do I have the feeling that this Four of Intelligence is you reading up and educating yourself? And you might have set a trap for this person. It's like a honey trap. This Seven of Wisdom has given me like a honey trap energy. If you don't know what a honey trap is, go look it up. So that sounded very weird, was it? If you don't know what a honey trap is, go look it up. Honey traps traditionally, it's kind of like an espionage term quite often. So this is the Tarot of the Divine, by the way. And I've got one come out, Two of Swords. Traditionally, a honey trap is like, you know, for example, in the Second World War, you would have females who would bed soldiers to try and get information out of them over time. That kind of thing. I'm not saying that's what you did. That wasn't a very good example that I chose. but something like that. Like it's almost like you dangled a carrot of something to trap this person or catch this person. This Four of Intelligence could be a legal team as well. Two Swords. Two Swords is about confusion. Unable to make a decision. This Devil energy tried to keep you in confusion. Maybe tried to stop you from walking away. But you're fine. You're the star. You're healing. Why did they try to stop you? Well, obviously it's money. That's too many. Oh, actually, it's not. It's two. I'll take them. So we've got the Fool and the Queen of Cups. So you've had a new beginning. So this person, this devil energy tries to stop you walking away, but you're having a new beginning anyway. Oh, so this person then went on to cyberbully. Right, that makes sense now. So maybe they weren't doing it while you were in a relationship, but once you moved away from them, they were maybe cyberbullying you. And I've got Queen of Cups here. Queen of Cups has a fabulous energy. It's not only in the kind of strength, so the Queen of Cups, though that's someone who's very emotionally intelligent, nurturing, all of the lovely things that this Wound card represents. Five of Cups and the Four of Cups. Excuse me. So this Five of Cups is sadness and regret. What's interesting is she's kind of hunched over, grieving, standing in the water, looking at the spilled cups, and there's a hand coming out of the water and grabbing her hair. Slightly sinister. So that's on top of this Emperor. So we've got cups and cups and cups. A lot of emotions here. Four cups is about apathy, rejecting love offers, rejecting anything that comes towards you that I was going to say you're not interested in, but that's kind of obvious. Okay, so this is related to this healing energy over here because we've got this is on top of the Six of Intelligence, which is a bit like Six of Swords, which was him going from his south node to his north node. And you needed to do that by staying away from relationships for a while and just kind of working on yourself and putting yourself into that womb energy. Now tell me about this trap. Oops, this one. The Star. So we've had the Star twice. A lot of healing here. Whatever you did to trap this person, I don't think it's going to tell me what you did, but it was really healing for you. So that's double Aquarius energy in this reading. Really, really healing for someone in the collective. Sorry, I'm getting really sleepy. It's quite late. And then I've got Justice, Libra energy. On top of the Four of Intelligence. I said that Four of Intelligence gave me the sense that it might be a legal team or catching this person legally somehow. And then I've got Justice coming out. Absolutely. This person might have tried to steal from you. But I think it sounds to me like you set up a trap for them. Like, I think you knew they were going to do it. And this person's getting their justice. Awesome. Good on you, collective. Six of Swords again. And then we've got the Queen of Swords. Okay. Six of Swords is a woman and a child in this boat. Just the woman and the child, and they're paddling from rough seas or rough waters to calmer waters. Note the devil energy isn't in this. It's just the two. So if this is if this devil energy is someone you had children with, then you moved on to calmer waters and you took your children with you, from what I can tell. And they've got the Queen of Swords on top of the Fool. So the Queen of Swords is somebody who doesn't mince their words. It's very direct, clear. Will take that sword and make heads roll. I'm sorry, I'm going to go on again. I do apologise. Oh. Two of Coins, Two of Pentacles. The woman in this has got two babies. One is a half bear cub and a normal baby on bottom, and then the other one's a normal baby on top and a half bear cub on bottom, and she's kind of carrying them both. So the Two of Pentacles is usually about balance, or it can be weighing up your options. She's holding two kind of, I'm just going to call them cubs, one baby and one cub in her arms. This gives me the sense of switching things around. So who switched something around? Did this person try to flip the script on you? I think you caught them good and proper. I mean, we had gaslighting energy come out with this card here, so. Right, so who's in sadness and regret? I think it might have been the collective, but hey. Right, we've got the moon energy coming out very much on its side. The moon is Pisces energy. Excuse me. The moon is about what's hidden, what you can't see but your intuition knows. In the reverse, it's about what's hidden coming to light. It's on its side, so it's somewhere between, you maybe know some of the truth, but not all of the truth. And since we do Queen of Swords here as well, I think you've got as much as you could. You saw what this person was doing. Just try to use you for your money. Ten of Cups. The top of the Four of Cups. Okay, that's fantastic. So, rejecting love and going within and healing yourself will lead to your Ten of Cups. Taking the time, aka not monkey branching, and I get the feeling that's very much not what you've done. I'm not saying you haven't entertained the odd text or whatever, flirtatious text, but you know, not entered into anything serious. Nine of Swords. Stress, worry. So this honey trap, well, this isn't you stressed and worried, this is this other person. Are you this other person's wish fulfillment? Or they want, their wish is for to have you stressed and anxious, which is maybe why they were cyberbullying you. Or they're stressed and anxious that you're healing. Maybe they set a trap for you. I'm not sure which way around this honey trap goes. They might have set it for you, which to be fair, if they're after you for your money, might make sense. But they don't want, your healing is making them anxious. Seven of Cups. Or in this case, Seven of Lanterns. Look at them all. It's still called Seven of Cups. It's just all little genie lanterns. It's coming out on top of Justice. Okay. So if this is someone you had to go to court for whatever they did, their legal team tried to create a lot of illusions and I was going to say falsehoods. It's not normally the energy of that cup, but illusions. Right, we're going to do one more. This is the Lord of the Rings deck. I'm getting really sleepy. I've got a lot of cards here. Probably going for several hours. I do apologise. Oh. The Lovers again. Yes, you walked away from this relationship. I mean, this is all I'm very much getting. You walked away from this devil energy. You walked away from this relationship. You moved on away to calmer waters. Unless this was a new relationship coming in, which is fine. Let me just see how the line goes actually before I make an assumption on that. Sorry if you can see my tonsils, I apologise. Oh, Eight of Rings or the Eight of Pentacles equivalent. You're working on something. Again, it's kind of bookended with your hobby here. So you, whatever this hobby is that you're turning into a main hustle, hustle? Oh, side hustle, not main hustle? I'm not sure that's the right terminology. You've mastered this craft. You are an expert at it. Or this is working on a relationship. Let me just see. The Lovers doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be like a business partnership. Gemini energy. A few more. Come on. I don't think the collective wants to see me yawning again. Three of Cups. Okay. A party, celebration, group of people, group of friends. Switching something around with your friends. Oops. Too many. Moon energy again. The moon on the moon. I'm not taking it, but it was on the bottom of the deck. No, that one. Five of Wands in the reverse. Lack of conflict, lack of chaos. Peace, calm. 5 and 5. So you have the help of other people to get away from this person. And maybe it was easier because you'd mastered your craft and you've got your side hustle. I mean, it's not clear. Moon definitely wanted to come out again. Almost came out in the last slot. 10 of Cups. What's hidden is the 10 of Cups. Okay, if you're in a period of rejecting love, rejecting offers from people, not in the mood, this is actually the right thing to do right now because it will lead to your 10 of Cups. And maybe you can't see that right now. Maybe you think, I'm just going to be single forever. No, okay. You're maybe even just a bit, as anyone would be if somebody's been with them for their money. So that's just a user. That's just somebody using you. 2 of Cups. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, I do apologise. I'm going to say I do apologise about 50 times now because I keep yawning. Okay, you maybe do have something new coming in. And it's causing this other person. Now, to be fair, if you're in a legal wrangle with this person, fair enough, but it's causing this person anxiety. Or this person's just worried about you finding another 2 of Cups. Eight of Wands. Fast moving action, a lot of energy, a lot of communication. Shots fired. Shots fired. Why do I ever feel that this is, if this is someone you've gone to court with, this is the kind of like courtroom dialogue or, you know, the legal dialogue. Shots fired, going back and forth. Okay, that feels like a weird place to finish the reading. Right, I'm just going to take 3 more cards. Not with this deck. Suddenly, my hands are suddenly exhausted and can't shuffle that deck. Right. Is there anything else you want to tell me about this? I mean, I get the feeling that, okay, so we've got somebody who you were in a relationship with, that you split up with, they were cyberbullying you about your hobby or via your hobby, or possibly on TikTok, not necessarily. They were trying to use you for money, marry you for money. They would take anything they could get from you. They maybe were actually begging because they were in a financial crisis because they've been gambling. Right, Wheel of Fortune, good luck, good karma, good fortune. Cycles. 2 more, please, and then we'll call it a day because I don't think the collector wants to see my tonsils again. Oh, brutally tired. Three of Cups. Celebrating with friends about your good fortune. So your true friends will celebrate with you. They won't obviously try to cyberbully you. And Two of Cups. Oh, I like this one. There's a definitely romantic energy to this one in this deck. It's got the Three of Cups and the Two of Cups. That's a lovely energy to finish with, because it tells me that your justice is good fortune, having great friends, celebrating with friends, and also finding, if you haven't found it, the Two of Cups. And we had the Two of Cups here as well, which tells me that there is some kind of relationship coming in. It might not be romantic, but this Two of Cups is definitely giving me romantic energy. And it's definitely different to this Three of Cups energy here. Right, I'm going to just stop that there. I could go on forever, but I feel like I've been going on forever already, if that makes sense. And I can't stop yawning. It's later than I would normally do reading. So if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much and you've got this far, thank you for listening. If you're new here, thank you very much. I appreciate any likes, subscribes, hypes, comments. I absolutely just really, really appreciate it. And thank you for listening, and I'll see you again soon. Have a lovely, lovely Easter. Okay, bye bye.